Carbon dioxide contains 27.27% carbon. So in CO2, percentage carbon is this much and percentage oxygen will be 72.73% oxygen. In carbon disulfide, 15.79% carbon, that means 84.21% will be sulfur. In sulfur dioxide, 50% of sulfur and then 50% will be oxygen. Show that these figures are in the agreement with law of reciprocal proportions. Okay, let us try to understand this law of reciprocal proportions. If you have a triangular relationship, if I take the carbon at one corner, sulfur at one corner and oxygen at one corner, carbon and sulfur combines to form carbon disulfide. Carbon and oxygen combines to form carbon dioxide. Sulfur and oxygen combines to form sulfur dioxide. Let us say this thing. Now, according to this data, we need to have three elements. Here we have three elements which are combining. Let us say first about the data about carbon dioxide. What is given the data? Percentage of carbon is equals to 27.27% and percentage of oxygen is equals to 72.73%. So I can say this. If this is the percentage, this can be taken as the mass of the substance. So we have the mass of the carbon 27.27 grams and mass of the oxygen is 72.73 grams. So for 1 gram of carbon, 1 gram of carbon, the mass of oxygen is equals to 72.73 by 27.27, which is equals to 2.67 grams. So we got this. This is the ratio at which carbon and oxygen combines. So the carbon is to oxygen is 1:2.67 grams. Mass ratio. This is the mass ratio. Mass ratio of carbon and oxygen. Take it as 1. Same way, let us come to now carbon disulfide, the data about carbon disulfide. If I say the data about carbon disulfide, let us do with this one. The percentage of carbon they have given, the percentage of the carbon, in the carbon disulfide they have given 15.79%. So automatically the percentage of sulfur will be 84.21%. Now from this, if I say mass of carbon can be taken as 15.79 grams, mass of sulfur will be 84.21 grams, then mass of for 1 gram of carbon, the combined mass of oxygen is equals to 84.21 by 15.79, which is equals to 5.33 grams. Now, what is the mass ratio? Mass ratio of carbon is to sulfur, which is equals to 1:5.3. Let us go with this into the next slide. Now you see here, what is the data we have? Mass ratio of carbon is to oxygen we have in the first case. Carbon is to oxygen is equals to 1:2.67. We have the second data. Carbon is to sulfur is equals to 1:5.33 grams. Now if you take carbon by oxygen into sulfur by carbon, if I take the ratio of this, your carbon and carbon gets combined, so you'll get the mass ratio of sulfur and oxygen. What will be the mass ratio of sulfur and oxygen will be? Sulfur is to oxygen will be equals to 5.33 by 2.67, which is equals to, if I am taking this ratio, 5.33 by 2.67, approximately 2:1 ratio. Now, as per the given data, as per given data in sulfur dioxide, the percentage sulfur is 50 and the percentage oxygen is 50. So 50 grams, 50 grams. So mass ratio of sulfur is to oxygen. Sulfur is to oxygen is equals to 1:1. This is the actual ratio at which they are forming. The ratio at which sulfur and oxygen combine with each other is 1:1 ratio, mass ratio. Now, what is the relation between the theoretical mass ratio to the observed mass ratio? Theoretical mass ratio, if I say mass ratio theoretical is related to, if I say theoretical mass ratio should be either equal to observed mass ratio, or it should be a simple multiple ratio of each other. So this is multiplied by x. Some x is some simple whole number ratio. Then that should be, x should be equal to the mass ratio observed by mass ratio theoretical simply. So if you observe 2:1, if I am taking 2:1 ratio multiplied by some simple x is equals to 1:1 ratio. What can be x? X can be equals to 1/2. So this is the simple whole number ratio, a simple ratio. So they are connected to each other with a simple ratio. So what is the point it says is, the definition of law of reciprocal proportion says that if two different elements combine separately with fixed mass of third element, the ratio of masses in which they do so will be same or some simple multiple of mass ratio in which they combine with each other. Simple mass ratio with each other. So we can be defined in this way. It can be the simple whole number. You can also even say this in this way. You can also say this statement. We can also say in other way. If I say the other way, what can be the answer over here? I can write like this: 1:1 multiply with x is 2:1. You can say in this way. If I say this way, x is equals to 2. So it is the simple, they are connected to each other. So the ratio at which they combine with each other, is in simple ratio, is in a simple multiple, is a simple multiple to 2:1. This is how we can prove this particular law.